Have you ever felt a quiet, almost imperceptible shift inside yourself? That moment when, despite the chaos of the outside world, there's a sense of calm that wraps around you like a warm, familiar blanket? If you have, then you may be experiencing one of the most profound signs that you are close to union, the kind of union that transcends the ordinary, the energetic merging of souls. Often referred to as a twin flame or spiritual partnership, this inner peace isn't something you can force, and it certainly doesn't always come in dramatic or spectacular forms. It's subtle, gentle, and often misunderstood. Many people go through life chasing external achievements, recognition, or validation, believing that these will bring them happiness. Yet, when you are nearing union, your soul begins to reveal that peace isn't something to be earned, it's something to be recognized and felt within. Understanding the depth of inner peace. Inner peace, in the context of spiritual awakening and union, is not just a temporary calm after meditation or a relaxing bath. It's a deep-seated, unshakable sense of alignment. You might notice that even when challenges arise, there is an underlying certainty that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Think of it like a still pond. Storms may pass over it, the wind may ripple its surface, but beneath, the water remains calm, serene, and reflective. This is the energy your soul radiates when it is approaching union, an energy that can't be easily disturbed by external circumstances. How does this inner peace show up in daily life? You may be wondering, how can I recognize this sign if it's so subtle? Let's break it down with some examples. A quiet morning without reason. You wake up and notice a soft sense of gratitude, not because something extraordinary has happened, but simply because you exist. The sun streaming through your window, the gentle hum of life around you, a cup of tea or coffee, these small ordinary moments suddenly feel sacred. You no longer need constant stimulation or distraction to feel content. There's a quiet joy in the mundane, a deep satisfaction in simply being alive, no longer needing external validation. Perhaps you've spent years seeking approval from others, whether in relationships, work, or social circles. When you're close to union, you find yourself naturally letting go of that need. You make decisions that honor your truth, and the opinions of others no longer hold the same power over you. It's not arrogance or indifference. It's a peaceful certainty that you are enough as you are. A sense of acceptance, not resignation. Inner peace doesn't mean you ignore life's challenges. You still face difficulties, make mistakes, and experience setbacks. The difference is how you respond to them. You notice a shift from resistance to acceptance. Instead of battling what is, you meet it with grace, understanding that every experience, whether pleasant or painful, is a teacher guiding you toward union. Synchronicities feel natural. When your inner state is peaceful, you start noticing that life seems to flow more effortlessly. People, events, and opportunities align in ways that feel almost orchestrated. You might bump into someone who says exactly what you needed to hear or find the perfect book or article at just the right moment. These synchronicities are like whispers from the universe, confirming that your soul is on the right path. Why inner peace is a gateway to union? You might wonder, why is inner peace such a strong sign of spiritual union? To understand this, consider the nature of energy itself. Union is not just about finding someone else, it's about aligning your energy to a higher vibration, a frequency that allows souls to merge harmoniously. Conflict, fear, and attachment distort energy, creating resistance to this merging. Inner peace, on the other hand, signals that you are ready to receive, ready to let go, and capable of meeting another soul without projecting unresolved emotions. It's a subtle but powerful marker that your energetic state is prepared for a higher form of connection. Signs you might be experiencing this peace. To make it practical, here are some questions you can ask yourself. If you answer yes to several of these, it may indicate that your soul is nearing union. Do you feel a calm clarity even in situations that would normally stress you out? Can you sit quietly with yourself without feeling restless or bored? Are you noticing a release of old fears and anxieties, as if they no longer hold you captive? Do moments of joy feel deeper, more vibrant, and more meaningful than they used to? Are you finding it easier to forgive both yourself and others without forcing it? If these resonate, it's a gentle confirmation from your soul. The energy within you is ready to meet its counterpart. Inner peace as a daily practice. While inner peace often arises naturally as you near union, you can also nurture it intentionally. Practices such as meditation, mindful breathing, journaling, or spending time in nature can help you tune into your inner world and recognize the signs. The key is not to chase peace as a goal but to allow it to emerge as a reflection of your aligned energy. Remember, this is not a race. Spiritual union is not about a timeline. It's about preparation. The moments when you feel truly at peace are the moments when your soul is growing, releasing old patterns, and readying itself for something extraordinary. The magic in subtlety. What's most beautiful about this sign is its subtlety. You may not even notice it at first. It can start as a small sense of relief after a stressful day, a sudden wave of contentment in a quiet moment, or a newfound appreciation for life's simplest pleasures. Over time, these small waves accumulate into a profound, unwavering calm that colors every aspect of your being. Reflective pause. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply and ask yourself, am I feeling this peace within? Am I noticing the small, quiet moments that make life feel aligned and meaningful? If the answer is yes, congratulations. You are already beginning to resonate with the energy of union. If the answer is no, don't worry, simply remain open. Inner peace is not something to force. It will arrive when your soul is ready. Inner peace is more than a feeling. It's a signpost on your spiritual journey. It tells you that your energy is aligning, your heart is opening, and your soul is preparing for something extraordinary. The closer you get to this state, the more life will feel in harmony, and the more you will recognize that union is not something to seek externally. It is something that unfolds naturally when your soul is ready. So, watch for it, cherish it, allow it to guide you, and remember, every quiet moment of peace is a step closer to meeting the energy that mirrors your own, a step closer to the profound experience of union. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a shift in the atmosphere, even before speaking to anyone? Or sensed someone's mood changing without them saying a word? So, you might be experiencing one of the profound signs that you are nearing union, the awakening of heightened sensitivity and energy awareness. This is a stage where your soul begins to tune into subtle vibrations, picking up signals that most people simply overlook. It's as though your senses are expanding beyond the physical, allowing you to perceive the invisible threads that connect people, moments, and events. Understanding energy awareness. Energy awareness is the ability to sense the flow of emotions, intentions, and spiritual vibrations around you. It's not something that can be easily measured or explained logically. It's intuitive, fluid, and deeply personal. When you are approaching union, this sensitivity becomes more pronounced, almost like an internal radar guiding you toward alignment. Think of it like tuning a radio to a new frequency. Before, the world might have sounded static and chaotic. Now suddenly you can hear melodies and patterns you never noticed before. You start to feel the subtleties of life, the silent language of the soul, the whispers of the universe, and the energetic currents connecting all things. Signs you're experiencing heightened sensitivity. Let's explore some practical ways this awareness might show up in your life. Feeling emotions before they happen. You might notice that you can sense when someone is happy, sad, anxious, or excited, even if they haven't shared it. For instance, walking into a friend's house, you instantly know that something has changed, maybe a celebration, a loss, or a tension in the air. This is your energetic perception picking up on vibrations before they manifest in words or actions. Physical sensations linked to energy. Heightened sensitivity often comes with physical cues. A sudden chill, warmth, tingling, or pressure in certain areas of your body. These sensations may seem random at first, but over time, you begin to associate them with specific people, places, or events. It's your body acting as a translator for the subtle energies around you. Intuitive nudges. You start experiencing moments of knowing without explanation. Perhaps you instinctively avoid a certain path, make a decision that surprises even yourself, or feel drawn to someone who later becomes important in your life. These nudges are your soul guiding you toward alignment and, ultimately, toward union. Emotional resonance with the environment. Nature, music, art, and even city streets can stir profound emotional responses. You might feel deeply connected to a sunset, moved by a song you've heard hundreds of times, or overwhelmed by the energy of a crowded place. These experiences are signs that your sensitivity is expanding, allowing you to feel the subtle, vibrational shifts of your surroundings. Empathic tendencies intensify. If you've always been empathetic, you might notice this trait becoming more intense. Not only can you sense other people's emotions, but you also feel compelled to help, soothe, or heal them. This empathic awareness is a natural precursor to union, because it attunes you to the interconnectedness of souls. Why this sensitivity matters for union? You may wonder, why does this matter for union? To understand this, consider the nature of energetic connection. Union is not just a physical or emotional meeting, it's an alignment of energies. In order to merge harmoniously with another soul, you must first become attuned to the subtleties of energy itself. Heightened sensitivity is your soul's way of preparing you for this deep connection. It allows you to discern authentic energy. You naturally detect people and situations that resonate with your soul, avoiding those that drain or misalign you. Navigate relationships consciously. By sensing the true intentions and emotional states of others, you can engage in more mindful, aligned interactions. Align your own energy. Sensitivity encourages self-awareness, helping you recognize your emotional patterns and energetic blocks, which must be released before union can occur. Challenges of heightened sensitivity. While this stage is exciting, it can also be challenging. The world is full of conflicting energies, and suddenly feeling everything more acutely can be overwhelming. You might experience emotional overload, feeling drained after social interactions, difficulty setting boundaries because you feel other people's emotions too strongly, confusion between your own feelings and the emotions you pick up from others. These challenges are not signs of weakness. They are opportunities to learn energetic discernment. Meditation, grounding exercises, and mindful breathing can help you maintain clarity and protect your own energy. Practical tips to harness your sensitivity. Ground yourself daily. Simple practices like walking barefoot on grass, holding a crystal, or visualizing roots extending into the earth can stabilize your energy. Grounding allows you to remain connected to your own center while perceiving external energies. Journal your experiences. Write down moments of intuition, physical sensations, or emotional resonance. Over time, patterns emerge, helping you interpret the signals from your soul and the universe more accurately. Set energetic boundaries. Sensitivity does not mean absorbing everything around you. Visualize a protective bubble or practice gentle affirmations like, "I feel the energy around me," without taking it on as my own. This ensures that your heightened awareness remains a gift, not a burden. Practice mindful observation. Pay attention to small synchronicities, coincidences, and subtle cues in your environment. These are often invisible signs guiding you toward alignment and preparing you for union. Honor your emotional responses. When you feel deeply moved, overwhelmed, or intuitively drawn to something, honor it. These are your soul's messages. Trusting them strengthens your connection to your inner guidance and the energetic flow around you. Examples from real life. To illustrate, imagine walking into a crowded cafe. Normally, you might not notice much beyond the chatter and the aroma of coffee. But now, you feel the tension between two strangers at a nearby table, the quiet excitement of a couple celebrating, and the subtle sadness of the barista. You even sense a gentle nudge to strike up a conversation with someone you've never met, which later turns into a meaningful encounter. Or perhaps, while driving, you instinctively take a different route, only to avoid a traffic jam caused by an accident. Later, you realize that this decision, guided purely by intuition, kept you safe. These are not coincidences. They are manifestations of your heightened sensitivity, preparing you for union. Reflective pause. Take a moment to breathe deeply and ask yourself, am I noticing the invisible threads around me? Am I open to perceiving the subtle energies guiding my path? If the answer is yes, celebrate it. You are stepping into a higher level of awareness, one that will illuminate the path to union. If not, simply remain patient and open. Sensitivity grows naturally as your energy aligns and your soul prepares for deeper connection. Heightened sensitivity and energy. Awareness are not burdens. They are gifts from your soul, signaling that you are ready to perceive life more deeply, to connect with yourself, and ultimately to align with your counterpart in union. This stage may feel intense, confusing, or overwhelming at times, but it is also profoundly empowering. Every intuitive nudge, every physical sensation, and every empathic resonance is a step closer to recognizing the energetic harmony that awaits you. Remember, being sensitive is not a flaw, it is a superpower. Embrace it, honor it, and use it to navigate your journey with grace. The more attuned you become, the more the world will reveal its subtle magic, guiding you toward the ultimate experience of union. Have you ever woken up from a dream with an intense feeling that it wasn't just a dream, that it carried a message, a warning, or a profound insight? Perhaps you made a choice during the day, and a dream from the night before seemed to foreshadow it. So, you may be experiencing one of the most fascinating signs that you are approaching union. Dreams, precognition, and intuitive guidance working together to direct your path. When your soul is ready for union, it begins to communicate in ways that transcend ordinary perception. Dreams are not just fleeting images. They are symbolic messages, glimpses of potential futures, and reminders of your inner wisdom. Combined with precognition, the ability to sense events before they occur, and intuitive nudges, these experiences become a guide, gently steering you toward alignment and preparation for a higher connection. The role of dreams in spiritual alignment. Dreams are the language of the subconscious and the spiritual realm. They carry messages from your soul, higher self, or even the universe itself. When approaching union, dreams often become more vivid, memorable, and emotionally charged. Key characteristics of these dreams include symbolic imagery. You might see people, places, or objects that hold a hidden meaning for your spiritual path. These symbols are often highly personal, and understanding them requires reflection and intuition. Repetitive themes. Certain dreams may recur until their message is fully recognized and integrated into your waking life. Emotional intensity. Dreams may evoke strong feelings, fear, joy, awe, or deep recognition that linger long after waking. For example, you might dream of walking across a bridge surrounded by mist. First it seems confusing, but later in waking life, you realize that a difficult decision required you to cross a bridge in order to align with your higher purpose. These dreams are not coincidences, they are navigational tools for your soul. Precognition. Sensing what is yet to come. Precognition is the ability to sense or perceive events before they occur. When you are near union, this ability often manifests as a subtle knowing or premonition. Examples include feeling uneasy about a choice before it becomes clear why, meeting someone and sensing the impact they will have on your life, experiencing a strong intuitive nudge to avoid a certain location, action, or conversation, which later proves to be protective or significant. Precognition doesn't always arrive as a loud, unmistakable signal. Often it is a quiet whisper, a subtle energy shift, or a gut feeling that you might dismiss if not paying attention. Developing awareness of these cues is essential because they serve as the universe's gentle guidance toward alignment and union. Intuitive guidance, your inner compass. Intuition is your soul's way of communicating with you in real time. Unlike precognition, which often hints at future events, intuitive guidance informs your present choices. It manifests as a strong gut feeling about the right decision, an inexplicable pull toward a person, place, or opportunity, moments of clarity during meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection. When these three elements, dreams, precognition, and intuition, begin to work in tandem, you start noticing a pattern. The universe is speaking, and your soul is learning to listen. This is a hallmark of spiritual awakening and preparation for union. How to recognize these signs in your life? It can be challenging to distinguish these experiences from ordinary thoughts or random dreams. Here are some indicators that your experiences are meaningful. Repetition. You notice recurring themes, symbols, or messages in dreams, and intuitive nudges. Emotional resonance. The feelings associated with these experiences are unusually strong and linger, urging reflection. Clarity after reflection. Once you take time to meditate, journal, or contemplate, the meaning of the message becomes apparent. Synchronicity with waking life. Events unfold in ways that confirm or echo what was perceived in a dream or intuitive moment. For instance, you may dream about a serene garden, filled with vibrant flowers. Days later, you find yourself meeting someone or visiting a place that mirrors this garden's energy. You feel a sense of recognition, a knowing that this encounter is aligned with your soul's path. These coincidences are rarely coincidences at all. They are signposts guiding you closer to union. The role of journaling and reflection. One of the most effective ways to work with these experiences is through journaling. Keeping a dedicated dream and intuition journal allows you to record vivid dreams and any symbols or messages within them. Intuitive feelings, gut reactions, or premonitions experienced throughout the day. Synchronicities or meaningful coincidences that occur afterward. Over time, patterns begin to emerge, helping you understand the subtle language of your soul. Journaling not only strengthens your connection to intuition, but also builds trust in the guidance you receive. Challenges and misinterpretations. While dreams, precognition, and intuition are powerful tools, they can be misinterpreted if approached with fear, doubt, or overanalysis. Common pitfalls include overthinking. Trying to force meaning from every dream or intuitive nudge can lead to confusion. The messages are meant to be felt, not solved like puzzles. Attachment to outcomes. True intuitive guidance is about alignment, not control. Avoid becoming fixated on how a predicted event should unfold. Ignoring subtlety. Some people only trust dramatic or sensational experiences. The quiet, gentle guidance often carries the most profound messages. The key is balance and presence. Remain aware, observe, and allow your intuition to guide without anxiety or attachment. Real-life example. Consider a person preparing for a career change. For weeks, they have recurring dreams of standing at the edge of a cliff, feeling a mix of fear and exhilaration. They ignore the dreams at first, but eventually, they notice an intuitive pull toward a new opportunity, one that feels risky yet aligned with their passions. Trusting their intuition, they take the leap and find that the path unfolds with unexpected support, synchronicities, and growth opportunities. In this example, the dreams, intuitive nudges, and precognitive feelings all work together to prepare the individual for a significant life shift, a step toward alignment with their soul's purpose, and ultimately, a closer proximity to union. Practical tips to enhance awareness. Record dreams immediately. Keep a notebook by your bed and write down dreams the moment you wake. Include feelings, symbols, and any intuitive thoughts that arise. Meditate daily. Even 10 minutes of quiet reflection can strengthen your connection to inner guidance. Practice mindful awareness. Pay attention to gut feelings, sudden insights, or recurring thoughts throughout your day. Reflect on synchronicities. When coincidences occur, pause and consider their meaning. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? Trust, don't force. Allow the guidance to unfold naturally. Your soul communicates best when you are open, receptive, and relaxed. Reflective pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, have I been noticing dreams, intuitive nudges, or feelings that guide me toward alignment? Am I open to receiving these messages without judgment? If the answer is yes, you are actively participating in your soul's journey toward union. If not, simply remain open and curious. The more you practice presence and reflection, the more clearly these messages will reveal themselves. Dreams, precognition, and intuitive guidance are not random or coincidental. They are signposts placed by your higher self and the universe, guiding you toward alignment and spiritual union. They help you navigate the unseen currents of life, prepare for the merging of energies, and build trust in your own inner wisdom. Embrace these experiences, honor them, reflect upon them, and remember, the more you listen, the more you align, and the closer you move toward the profound, transformative union that awaits. The path may be mysterious, subtle, and even challenging at times, but every dream, every premonition, and every intuitive nudge is a gentle whisper saying, you are on the right path. Keep following the light of your soul. Have you ever experienced moments when life seems almost too perfectly orchestrated to be mere coincidence? Maybe you thought of someone and they immediately called you, or you stumbled upon the exact book, video, or message that answered a question weighing on your mind. If so, you may be encountering one of the most exciting signs that you are approaching union. Synchronicities and signs from the universe. These experiences are not random. They are gentle nudges, confirmations, and guidance from the universe, often delivered through subtle or dramatic coincidences. They are messages designed to reassure you, align your energy, and guide you toward the path your soul has chosen. What are synchronicities? Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that occur with a sense of purpose and timing. Unlike chance encounters, they carry significance for your life, growth, or spiritual journey. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, coined the term to describe these events as a causal connecting principles, moments where outer reality mirrors inner consciousness in a way that seems divinely orchestrated. In the context of approaching union, synchronicities serve as breadcrumbs leading you toward alignment, helping you recognize that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. How synchronicities manifest in daily life. Synchronicities can appear in countless ways. Here are some common examples. Repeated numbers and patterns. Have you ever noticed sequences like 1111, 222, 333, or other repeated numbers popping up on clocks, receipts, or license plates? These numbers often carry spiritual significance and are considered universal signals that you are aligned with your higher path. Meaningful encounters. Perhaps you randomly meet someone who shares a critical insight, inspires a change, or leads you toward an opportunity you couldn't have anticipated. These people appear at precisely the right moment to guide or awaken you. Unexpected confirmations. Maybe you've been pondering a decision, and then you hear a song lyric, a podcast, or a stranger's comment that perfectly validates your choice. These confirmations reassure you that your intuition and inner guidance are aligned. Objects and symbols appearing repeatedly. You might notice the same animal, flower, or symbol repeatedly showing up in your life. For instance, butterflies may appear during moments of transformation, or dandelions might signal resilience and hope. These symbols are subtle messages from the universe reflecting your current journey. Flow of opportunities. Doors seem to open effortlessly when you are aligned. Opportunities, connections, and resources appear at the right time, often in ways that feel miraculous or serendipitous. This is a clear indication that your energy is in harmony with the universe. Why synchronicities happen? Near union. You may wonder, why do these synchronicities become more frequent as I near union? To understand this, consider the energetic nature of union. Union is the merging of energies, your soul and your counterpart's soul aligning in resonance. The universe supports this process by sending signs, guidance, and confirmations that keep you on track, preventing misalignment and helping you release old patterns that no longer serve you. In other words, synchronicities act as cosmic signposts, showing that you are on the correct energetic path. They help you navigate life with clarity, reinforcing your trust in the process and preparing you for the profound experience of union. Recognizing synchronicities, practical tips. It's one thing to experience coincidences. It's another to recognize them as meaningful. Here are some ways to attune yourself. Stay present and mindful. Pay attention to the small details of your day. Notice repeated numbers, unexpected encounters, or sudden insights. Mindfulness allows you to perceive the subtle guidance that often goes unnoticed. Reflect and journal. Keep a synchronicity journal. Write down occurrences that feel significant, including the time, place, and emotional impact. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you see the larger narrative. Ask for guidance consciously. Before making decisions, ask the universe for confirmation or signs. Be open to receiving messages through people, events, or even nature. Trust your feelings. Synchronicities often carry a strong emotional resonance. Trust the feeling that something is meant to be, rather than overanalyzing the situation logically. Notice the timing. The timing of synchronicities is rarely random. Events often unfold just when you need them most, reinforcing the idea that your journey is guided and purposeful. Examples from real life. Imagine you've been contemplating a career change but feel uncertain. Suddenly, you stumble upon a book at a local bookstore that addresses your exact concerns. That same week, a colleague mentions an opportunity that aligns perfectly with your passions. Then the next day, A friend shares a story that mirrors your situation and offers guidance. Each event alone might seem coincidental, but together they form a pattern, a synchronicity confirming your path. Or picture meeting someone while traveling, striking up a casual conversation, and discovering that they hold a key connection to your spiritual growth or life purpose. Such encounters often seem improbable but are deeply meaningful, orchestrated to guide you toward union or alignment. The spiritual perspective. From a spiritual viewpoint, synchronicities are manifestations of divine timing. They occur because your energy is vibrating in alignment with your higher self, the universe, and the energies of your eventual union. These signs are not meant to create attachment or obsession. Rather, they are gentle reminders to trust the process and remain aligned. Synchronicities are also deeply personal. The universe communicates with each person uniquely, using symbols, patterns, or experiences that resonate specifically with your soul. What feels meaningful to you might appear mundane to another, but the significance lies in your perception and recognition. Challenges and misinterpretations. While synchronicities are powerful, there are common pitfalls. Forcing meaning. Not every coincidence is a sign. Avoid overanalyzing random events or seeing messages where none exist. Attachment to outcomes. Synchronicities are guidance, not guarantees. Focus on the process, not on controlling results. Ignoring subtle cues. Sometimes the quiet, small synchronicities are the most meaningful. Don't only look for dramatic or sensational signs. The key is balance, awareness, and trust. Recognize synchronicities as messages without needing to control or overinterpret them. Practical practices to enhance synchronicities. Meditate and visualize. Spend time in quiet reflection, inviting clarity and openness to signs from the universe. Visualization can help you align your energy and recognize meaningful patterns. Observe nature and surroundings. The natural world often mirrors your inner state. Pay attention to animals, weather, or environmental patterns that feel symbolic or significant. Ask questions and be open. When facing a choice, ask the universe for guidance. Remain receptive to answers in unexpected forms, through people, events, or even dreams. Practice gratitude. Acknowledging the synchronicities you experience strengthens your awareness and encourages more signs to appear. Gratitude acts as a vibrational amplifier, attracting alignment and clarity. Reflective pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I noticing the signs, coincidences, and synchronicities guiding me? Am I open to receiving confirmation and guidance from the universe? If the answer is yes, celebrate your growing awareness. You are attuning to the subtle currents that direct your soul's journey toward union. If not, simply remain patient and curious. The more you practice mindfulness and openness, the more these signs will reveal themselves. Synchronicities and signs from the universe are gentle whispers of alignment, guiding you toward union. They remind you that life is not random, that you are supported, and that your energy is in resonance with the higher flow of existence. By noticing, reflecting, and trusting these signs, you strengthen your connection to the universe and prepare yourself energetically for the profound experience of union. The universe speaks in subtle ways, through repeated numbers, meaningful encounters, symbolic events, and unexpected opportunities. The closer you approach union, the more you will notice life arranging itself in perfect alignment. Every coincidence, every meaningful encounter, and every pattern of synchronicity is a sign. You are exactly where you need to be, on the path your soul has chosen. Have you ever noticed that, despite following your intuition, experiencing synchronicities, and feeling aligned in many ways, something still feels blocked inside? Perhaps old patterns, past traumas, or lingering emotional wounds arise, preventing you from fully embracing union. This is where emotional healing and release become essential, a critical step in preparing your soul to merge with its counterpart. Union is not merely a meeting of two souls. It is a fusion of energies. If unresolved emotions, fears, or limiting beliefs remain, they can create energetic friction that blocks the natural flow of connection. Emotional healing is the process of acknowledging, releasing, and integrating these past experiences so that you can step into your highest alignment. Why emotional healing is crucial for union. Imagine trying to pour water into a cup filled with debris. No matter how pure or abundant the water is, it cannot fill the cup completely. Your energy works the same way. Old emotional baggage can prevent the free flow of love, trust, and intimacy required for union. Emotional healing serves multiple purposes: clearing energetic blockages. Trauma, grief, resentment, and fear often lodge in the body and energy field, creating obstacles to connection. Healing releases these blockages, allowing your energy to flow freely and align with your higher self. Increasing self-awareness. Healing requires confronting unresolved emotions. Through this process, you gain a deeper understanding of your triggers, patterns, and emotional responses. This self-awareness is vital for navigating relationships consciously. Preparing for deeper intimacy. Union is not just spiritual, it is emotional. By releasing old wounds, you cultivate the capacity for vulnerability, trust, and authentic connection. Signs you need. Emotional healing. Sometimes you may not consciously realize that emotional release is necessary. Here are common signs that indicate it's time to focus on inner work. Repetitive relationship patterns. If you find yourself attracting the same type of challenging relationships, it may be a reflection of unresolved emotions or limiting beliefs that need healing. Resistance to intimacy. Feeling fear, hesitation, or discomfort with closeness often signals that emotional wounds are interfering with your ability to connect deeply. Emotional reactivity. Overreacting to minor triggers or feeling disproportionately affected by situations can indicate unresolved emotional energy stored within. Physical manifestations. Emotional blockages often manifest physically. Tightness in the chest, headaches, fatigue, or stomach issues may reflect unprocessed emotional energy. Practical steps for emotional healing and release. Emotional healing is both an art and a practice. It requires courage, patience, and self-compassion. Here are some effective methods. 1. Acknowledge your emotions. The first step is to allow yourself to feel without judgment. Whether it's sadness, anger, fear, or guilt, recognize that these emotions are valid and a natural part of the human experience. Suppression only strengthens blockages. Exercise. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes daily to sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your emotions. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where do I feel it in my body? 2. Journal your inner world. Writing creates a bridge between subconscious emotions and conscious understanding. By journaling, you can process experiences, identify patterns, and gain clarity on unresolved issues. Prompt examples. What past experiences still cause me pain or fear? How do these emotions affect my current relationships? What would it feel like to release this energy? 3. Practice mindful release techniques. Techniques such as breathwork, guided meditation, or somatic exercises help release stored emotional energy from the body. Breathwork. Inhale deeply, imagining that you are drawing in healing energy. Exhale slowly, visualizing tension, fear, or sadness leaving your body. Somatic movement. Gentle shaking, stretching, or dancing can help release stagnant energy trapped in muscles or joints. Meditative. Visualization. Imagine a golden light flowing through your body, dissolving emotional blocks and filling you with peace and clarity. 4. Forgiveness and compassion. Healing often requires forgiveness, not for others but for yourself and the circumstances that caused the pain. Holding on to resentment only reinforces emotional patterns. Exercise. Visualize the person, event, or even your past self that you hold resentment toward. Mentally or verbally say, I forgive you and I release this energy to restore my peace. 5. Seek support when needed. Sometimes professional guidance through therapy, counseling, or energy healing can accelerate emotional release. Remember, asking for help is not weakness. It is a courageous act of alignment with your highest self. The role of self-compassion in healing. Self-compassion is a cornerstone of emotional healing. Union requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires the ability to accept and nurture yourself fully. When you practice self-compassion, you reduce self-criticism and judgment. You increase emotional resilience. You create a safe internal environment for love to flow. Ask yourself, am I treating myself with the same kindness I would offer to someone I deeply care about. Real-life example. Consider someone who repeatedly experiences heartbreak in romantic relationships. Each breakup triggers old fears of abandonment and self-doubt. Through emotional healing, journaling, therapy, and meditation, they begin to notice patterns. The relationships were mirroring unresolved childhood wounds. By releasing these emotions, they start attracting partners who reflect love, respect, and alignment, rather than fear and insecurity. Healing transforms not just your internal state but your external reality. It clears the path for union by removing the energetic obstacles that prevent your soul from fully connecting. Reflective pause. Take a moment to ask yourself, what emotions am I still holding on to that no longer serve me? How might releasing them open the door for union? Notice any resistance, fear, or discomfort. These sensations often highlight the areas that require attention and healing. Approach them with curiosity, patience, and gentle compassion. Emotional healing and release are not optional steps on the path to union. They are essential. By confronting and releasing old wounds, embracing vulnerability, and cultivating self-compassion, you create energetic space for love, alignment, and soul connection. Union is not just about meeting your counterpart. It is about being whole and free within yourself. Every tear shed, every fear released, and every pattern transformed brings you closer to experiencing the profound, transformative union that your soul has been preparing for. Remember, healing is not linear, and progress may feel subtle at times. Yet every act of emotional release, no matter how small, is a powerful step toward alignment and union. Trust the process, honor your journey, and know that the universe is supporting you every step of the way. Have you ever felt the yearning for union so intensely that it seems like it should happen immediately? Like your soul is screaming for connection, and every moment of waiting feels unbearable? So you are not alone. One of the most important lessons in the journey toward union is patience and trusting divine timing. Union is not a race, nor is it something that can be forced. It unfolds according to the perfect timing of the universe, aligning not only with your soul's readiness but also with the intricate weave of energies, circumstances, and personal growth necessary for true connection. Why patience matters. Patience is not passive. It is an active practice of trust and alignment. Without patience, you risk rushing experiences, misinterpreting synchronicities, or forcing relationships and situations before you are truly prepared. Union requires a deep level of inner harmony. Even if you have experienced vivid dreams, synchronicities, and emotional healing, rushing the process can create misalignment. Patience allows integration of experiences. Every dream, every synchronicity, and every emotional release needs time to be fully integrated into your consciousness. Integration ensures that your energy is stable and balanced when union occurs. Spiritual growth and maturity. Union is a meeting of energies, not just personalities. Patience allows you to evolve spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, preparing you to fully embrace the depth of connection that true union brings. Avoiding karmic entanglements. When you try to force union, you may attract experiences or individuals that are not aligned with your highest path. Patience helps you discern the difference between genuine union and temporary or karmic connections. Understanding divine timing. Divine timing is the principle that everything unfolds at the right moment, not too early, not too late. It is a rhythm of life that aligns your actions, decisions, and experiences with the universe's plan for your highest good. Consider these aspects of divine timing. Preparation before manifestation. Often there is a period of waiting that feels challenging or even frustrating. This waiting is not a delay. It is a preparation phase. The universe is aligning circumstances, people, and energies so that when union occurs, it is stable, harmonious, and transformative. Lessons in patience. Patience itself is a skill to be cultivated. Each experience of waiting tests your trust in the universe and your own inner strength. By embracing this waiting period, you develop resilience, awareness, and clarity. Recognition of signs and readiness. Divine timing ensures that you meet your counterpart when both of you are energetically, emotionally, and spiritually ready. The timing will feel right intuitively, often accompanied by synchronicities, emotional clarity, and a deep sense of peace. Signs that you are in the waiting phase. Recognizing that you are in a period of preparation, and waiting can help you approach it with grace rather than frustration. Common signs include feeling a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. You may feel drawn toward union yet sense that something is incomplete or unresolved. This tension indicates growth opportunities and alignment work. Heightened synchronicities and guidance. During the waiting phase, the universe often sends more frequent signs, coincidences, and intuitive nudges to keep you aligned and aware. Inner work becomes central. Emotional healing, self-reflection, and spiritual practices take precedence over external pursuit. This is a time for cultivating inner harmony and self-mastery. Encounters that teach lessons. You may meet people who challenge you, situations that push your boundaries, or experiences that help you release old patterns. These are not distractions, they are preparation experiences. Practical tips to cultivate patience and trust. Patience is a skill that can be actively nurtured. Here are some practices to help you align with divine timing. 1. Focus on inner growth. Union is a reflection of your inner state. Use the waiting period to deepen your emotional healing, strengthen self-awareness, cultivate self-love and compassion. Ask yourself, how can I become more whole and aligned during this waiting period? 2. Trust the universe's plan. Surrendering control is key. Understand that every delay, challenge, or detour is part of a larger plan designed for your highest good. Trust that the universe knows the perfect timing, even when it feels unclear. Exercise. Whenever impatience arises, pause and repeat, I trust the universe. Everything unfolds in perfect timing for my highest good. 3. Embrace the present moment. Patience is easiest when you are fully present. By focusing on today rather than an imagined future, you reduce anxiety and cultivate peace. Practice mindfulness. Engage in meditation, deep breathing, or simply observing the beauty around you. Notice the small blessings and synchronicities each day. 4. Release comparison and expectation. It's easy to compare your journey to others or to impose timelines on union. These comparisons create frustration and misalignment. Instead, focus on your personal growth and alignment. Celebrate small signs of progress and internal transformation. 5. Reflect on past experiences. Looking back on your past, you may notice how waiting and timing worked in your favor. Perhaps opportunities appeared at the perfect moment, or challenges prepared you for growth. Reflection builds trust in the process and strengthens your faith in divine timing. Real-life example. Consider someone who has long desired a deep spiritual connection. They feel drawn to a particular person but notice that circumstances keep them apart, distance, timing, or personal growth challenges. Instead of forcing the connection, they focus on healing past wounds, pursuing personal growth, and trusting the universe. Months later, the person they were drawn to reappears in their life at a moment when both are emotionally and spiritually ready. The union feels effortless, profound, and transformative. The waiting period, though difficult, prepared both individuals for a connection that could withstand challenges and thrive. The role of patience in emotional alignment. Patience is not only about waiting externally, it is about aligning your internal state with the frequency of union. Impatience creates resistance, while trust fosters flow. By practicing patience, you reduce energetic tension that could block union. You increase your capacity to receive love fully. You create space for synchronicities, guidance, and transformative experiences to emerge naturally. Reflective pause. Take a moment to ask yourself, am I trying to rush my path, or am I fully trusting in divine timing? How can I cultivate more patience and alignment in my life? Feel the sensations in your body: frustration, restlessness, or calmness. Each sensation is a guide, revealing where patience and trust are needed. Approach these feelings with curiosity, compassion, and mindfulness. Patience and timing are not obstacles. They are gifts from the universe, guiding you toward the perfect union at the perfect moment. By embracing the waiting period, trusting the process, and focusing on inner alignment, you allow the flow of life to bring your soul and your counterpart together effortlessly. Union is not just about the meeting or the external event, it is about the internal readiness, alignment, and harmony that make connections sustainable, profound, and transformative. Remember, the universe orchestrates life with precision. Every delay, every challenge, and every moment of waiting serves a purpose. By practicing patience, trusting divine timing, and remaining aligned with your soul, you create the fertile ground for union to manifest in its most authentic, powerful, and beautiful form. Have you ever felt a magnetic pull toward someone? A sense that you already know them? Or moments of intense synchronicity that go beyond explanation? These are often early indications that you are energetically aligning with your twin flame. Unlike ordinary connections, twin flame alignment is deep, multifaceted, and transformative. It operates on both a conscious and subconscious level. Energetic alignment is the soul-level resonance that precedes the union. It signals that both you and your twin flame are vibrationally prepared to meet, mirror, and challenge each other in ways that promote growth, healing, and ultimately union. Understanding energetic alignment. Energetic alignment is the process of your soul's frequency resonating harmoniously with your twin flame. This alignment is not just emotional or intellectual. It is spiritual, mental, and energetic. When you are aligned, your energies naturally synchronize, creating a sense of familiarity, balance, and magnetic attraction. Some key aspects of energetic alignment include resonance of emotions. You may feel what your twin flame is feeling even when apart, experiencing empathy and emotional attunement at a profound level. Mirroring patterns. Twin flames often mirror each other's strengths, weaknesses, and unresolved issues. Energetic alignment allows these patterns to surface gently, preparing both of you for growth and healing. Synchronicities and confirmations. As your energies align, you may experience increased synchronicities, meaningful encounters, and signs that indicate the universe is supporting the connection. Intuitive knowing. Alignment often brings a deep, intuitive certainty about your twin flame. Even before you meet them physically, you may sense their presence, know their thoughts, or dream about them vividly. Common signs of energetic alignment. Recognizing energetic alignment is key to understanding that union is approaching. Here are some of the most common signs. 1. Emotional synchrony. When you and your twin flame are aligned, your emotions often mirror each other. You may experience joy or excitement at seemingly small interactions, a shared sense of calm or peace when thinking of them, emotional reactions that are intense but balanced, reflecting deep connection rather than instability. Example: you feel a sudden wave of happiness or longing for someone, only to learn moments later that they were thinking of you or experiencing a similar emotion. 2. Telepathic connections. Energetic alignment can manifest as telepathic or intuitive communication. You may receive thoughts, images, or insights spontaneously about your twin flame, experience premonitions or dreams that guide your actions or decisions, sense when they are in need or going through challenges, prompting you to act in supportive ways. These experiences are not coincidences, they are the energetic bridge forming between you and your twin flame. 3. Mirroring of growth and shadow work. One of the most powerful aspects of energetic alignment is mirroring. Twin flames often reflect each other's unresolved issues and emotional triggers. This mirroring is not meant to punish but to accelerate growth. You may notice behaviors or patterns in your twin flame that challenge you to release old wounds. Conversely, they may confront aspects of themselves through your presence, helping both of you evolve. Reflective question: are there recurring themes in your life or relationships that seem to echo with someone you feel drawn to? This is often a sign of energetic mirroring and preparation for union. 4. Heightened sensitivity and awareness. Energetic alignment often increases your sensitivity and awareness of subtle energies. You may feel vibrations, moods, or energies in shared spaces. Colors, sounds, or symbols may seem more vivid or meaningful. You may notice patterns or synchronicities that previously went unnoticed. This heightened awareness helps you recognize when your energies are harmonized with your twin flame, signaling readiness for deeper connection. 5. Physical sensations and energy shifts. Alignment can also manifest physically. You may experience tingling sensations, warmth, or pressure in the chest or third eye. Waves of energy coursing through your body when thinking of or interacting with your twin flame. Sudden shifts in mood or energy when in their presence, reflecting resonance or imbalance. These sensations are your body and energy field responding to the frequency of alignment, often guiding you toward conscious recognition of the connection. Practical ways to recognize and strengthen alignment. Recognizing energetic alignment is one thing, nurturing it is another. Here are actionable steps to deepen your connection and prepare for union. 1. Maintain emotional clarity. Emotional clarity ensures that your alignment is based on authentic resonance rather than projection, longing, or attachment. Reflect on your feelings and motivations. Practice emotional release techniques if past wounds arise. Ask yourself, am I aligned with my truth, or am I reacting from fear or desire? 2. Engage in spiritual practices together or individually. Meditation, breathwork, visualization, or energy healing can strengthen alignment. If your twin flame is nearby or available, shared practices can amplify connection. Visualize your energies harmonizing and flowing together. Send intentions or prayers for mutual growth and clarity. Meditate on your highest vision of the union, focusing on resonance rather than outcome. 3. Observe synchronicities. Keep a journal of meaningful coincidences, signs, and intuitive nudges. These often signal alignment and serve as confirmation of the path you are on. Note repeated numbers, symbols, or patterns. Record dreams, premonitions, or sudden insights. Reflect on how these experiences resonate with your connection. 4. Cultivate self-mastery and wholeness. Energetic alignment is strongest when both individuals are self-aware, whole, and independent. Focus on healing past wounds, developing self-love and compassion, strengthening personal boundaries and emotional resilience. Union is most harmonious when both parties meet from a place of inner completeness rather than dependency. 5. Trust intuition and inner guidance. Your intuition is your compass in recognizing alignment. Pay attention to sudden insights or knowing about your twin flame, gut feelings about timing, presence, or opportunities, dreams, visions, or meditative guidance that resonates deeply. Real-life example. Consider two people who have never met yet feel inexplicably drawn to each other. They experience similar life lessons, emotional triggers, and growth patterns. One day, they coincidentally attend the same event where an immediate sense of recognition and resonance occurs. Their energies mirror each other perfectly, and even small gestures, smiles, laughter, shared words, carry profound significance. This is energetic alignment in action, the universe harmonizing two souls in preparation for deeper connection, growth, and eventual union. Reflective pause. Ask yourself, do I feel resonance, mirroring, or intuitive knowing with someone in my life? How am I experiencing alignment at emotional, mental, and spiritual levels? Notice how your body, mind, and heart respond. Alignment is often unmistakable. A sense of familiarity, peace, or magnetic pull that goes beyond logic. Energetic alignment is the precursor to union. It signals that your soul and your twin flame are vibrationally ready to meet, reflect, and evolve together. Through emotional resonance, intuitive knowing, synchronicities, and physical energy shifts, alignment prepares you for the profound transformation that union brings. Remember, alignment is not about forcing interaction or controlling circumstances. It is about tuning your energy, recognizing resonance, and trusting the natural flow of connection. By cultivating self-awareness, emotional clarity, spiritual practice, and openness to intuition, you create fertile ground for union. Every mirrored pattern, every synchronicity, and every intuitive insight is a sign your soul is preparing to meet its counterpart, and the universe is orchestrating the perfect moment for alignment to blossom into union. Have you ever woken up from a dream feeling an inexplicable sense of clarity, warmth, or urgency? Or perhaps you've experienced visions or mental images that seem to carry profound meaning for your life or relationships. These experiences are more than mere coincidences. They are the subtle language of your soul, guiding you toward alignment, growth, and for those on the twin flame journey, the path to union. Dreams and visions are tools the universe uses to communicate with us. On an energetic and spiritual level, they bypass the rational mind and speak directly to your subconscious, revealing insights, warnings, confirmations, and opportunities for spiritual evolution. Why dreams and visions are crucial for twin flame alignment. Twin flame journeys are not purely physical. They are energetic and spiritual. Your soul often receives guidance and signals through non-physical channels long before your twin flame appears in your reality. Dreams and visions bridge the conscious and subconscious mind. Dreams allow suppressed emotions, unprocessed trauma, and subconscious insights to surface, helping you release blockages and prepare for union. Provide guidance and foresight. Premonitions, symbolic messages, and recurring dream motifs often point toward alignment opportunities, lessons, or upcoming experiences with your twin flame. Reveal energetic resonance. Vivid dreams of your twin flame, even before meeting them physically, indicate that your soul is energetically aligned and receptive. Facilitate spiritual growth. Dreams and visions often challenge you to face fears, embrace vulnerability, and release old patterns, essential steps before a healthy conscious union can occur. Common types of twin flame dreams and visions. Not all dreams carry the same significance. Understanding their nature can help you interpret the subtle language of your soul. 1. Vivid emotional dreams. These dreams evoke strong emotions that linger long after waking. They often involve meeting a mysterious figure who feels familiar, experiencing scenarios that mirror your real-life challenges or desires, feeling intense love, joy, or even fear, reflecting the depth of your soul's preparation. Example: you dream of a stranger who radiates warmth and recognition. Days later, you encounter someone who evokes the same feelings. This is an energetic resonance alerting you to alignment. 2. Recurring dreams or symbols. Repetition is a powerful tool of the subconscious. Recurring dreams, numbers, animals, or symbols often indicate that the soul is trying to communicate something important. Numbers like 1111, 222, or 1212 can signal alignment or upcoming synchronicities. Animals such as a butterfly or a dove may symbolize transformation, spiritual awakening, or messages from your higher self. Situations repeating in different contexts may point to unresolved emotional patterns requiring attention before union. Reflective question: have you noticed recurring dreams or symbols that seem to carry a consistent message? 3. Intuitive or clairvoyant visions. Some individuals experience visions while awake, flashes of images, mental movies, or clear intuitive impressions. These visions are often subtle but persistent, appearing during meditation, reflection, or quiet moments. Symbolic, requiring interpretation rather than literal. Understanding, aligned with upcoming events, lessons, or encounters with your twin flame. Example: you have a vision of walking across a bridge enveloped in golden light. Later you realize this represents a transitional phase leading to a meaningful connection or opportunity. 4. Lucid or astral dreams. Lucid dreams, where you are aware that you are dreaming, can be powerful tools for twin flame connection. During these experiences, you may interact directly with your twin flame in symbolic or literal form, receive guidance or emotional clarity about your journey, explore unresolved fears, desires, or lessons in a safe subconscious space. Astral dreams or out-of-body experiences can also provide a sense of meeting your twin flame on a non-physical plane, offering deep reassurance and insight. Interpreting dreams and visions. Understanding dreams requires reflection, intuition, and awareness. Here are some practical methods. 1. Keep a dream journal. Recording your dreams immediately upon waking helps preserve details and identify patterns. Include symbols, colors, and emotions experienced, people, animals, or objects that appear, any intuitive impressions or messages. Over time, patterns emerge, revealing guidance and insights aligned with your twin flame journey. 2. Identify emotional themes. Ask yourself, what emotions dominated the dream? Did the dream evoke fear, joy, longing, or peace? How do these emotions connect to your waking life and personal growth? Emotional resonance often carries the most significant messages from your subconscious and soul. 3. Explore symbolism. Dreams often communicate symbolically rather than literally. Consider, what personal significance do recurring symbols have for you? How do they relate to your emotional state, growth, or twin flame connection? Are there metaphorical messages guiding you to release, prepare, or act? 4. Practice intuitive reflection. After journaling, spend time in meditation or quiet reflection. Ask your inner guidance, what message is my soul conveying through this dream? How does this guide my alignment with my twin flame? Trust your intuition, it often provides the most accurate interpretation of your personal symbols and experiences. Signs that dreams and visions indicate union approaching. While not all dreams are about union, certain signs can indicate that your twin flame connection is near. Vivid encounters with a familiar figure. Dreams featuring someone you feel deeply drawn to may signal an energetic recognition of your twin flame. Experiencing resolution or guidance. Dreams that provide clarity, insight, or resolution regarding past wounds often indicate preparation for union. Recurring synchronicities in waking life. Symbols, numbers, or scenarios from dreams appearing in real life suggest alignment and divine orchestration. Deep emotional resonance. Dreams that evoke profound love, longing, or recognition may reflect energetic alignment on a soul level. Real-life example. A woman repeatedly dreamed of walking along a moonlit path, meeting a stranger who seemed intimately familiar. In each dream, she experienced warmth, understanding, and a sense of home. For months, she journaled these dreams, explored her emotional responses, and meditated on their meaning. 6 months later, she met a man in a completely unexpected setting, a workshop on meditation. From the first conversation, she experienced the same sense of recognition, resonance, and emotional depth from her dreams. The dreams had been guiding her toward energetic alignment, preparing her soul for the union that was about to unfold. Reflective pause. Take a moment to ask yourself, have I experienced dreams or visions that seem to carry a deeper message? What emotions, symbols, or insights have these experiences revealed about my journey or potential union? How can I honor and integrate these messages into my waking life? Notice the sensations in your body and mind. Dreams and visions are subtle, yet powerful tools, each one a breadcrumb leading you toward alignment, healing, and connection. Dreams and visions are the subtle language of the soul, guiding you on the twin flame journey. They reveal alignment, mirror growth, and provide foresight into union. By observing patterns, reflecting on symbols, and trusting intuition, you cultivate awareness and readiness for the profound connection your soul seeks. Union is not only a physical meeting, it is a synchronization of energies, emotions, and spiritual frequencies. Paying attention to the guidance in your dreams and visions ensures that when union occurs, it is harmonious, aligned, and deeply transformative. Remember, the messages of the soul are gentle yet persistent. They appear in dreams, visions, and subtle nudges, always pointing toward growth, alignment, and the sacred path of union. Trust these signs, honor your inner guidance, and allow your dreams to illuminate the journey toward your twin flame. Have you ever noticed repeated numbers on clocks, random encounters that feel too perfect, or a sudden series of events that seem to nudge you in a particular direction? These are synchronicities, the universe's way of communicating, guiding, and aligning you with your soul's path, especially on the journey toward twin flame union. While dreams and visions speak to us in symbolic, subconscious ways, synchronicities appear in the waking world, often in the most ordinary moments, reminding us that life is intricately orchestrated. They are the gentle confirmations, guidance, and wake-up calls that your energy is aligned, your intentions are heard, and union is approaching. Understanding synchronicity. Synchronicity is a term coined by Carl Jung to describe meaningful coincidences that are not causally related, but hold profound significance. Unlike random chance, synchronicities carry symbolic meaning, alignment, and guidance for your soul's journey. On the twin flame path, synchronicities serve as confirmation of alignment. When your energy resonates with your twin flame, the universe provides signs that your vibration is in harmony with theirs. Guidance toward action or reflection. Synchronicities can direct you to make decisions, release patterns, or embrace opportunities that facilitate growth and eventual union. Reassurance and encouragement. The twin flame journey can be intense and challenging. Synchronicities reassure you that you are on the right path, even when things feel uncertain. Common types of synchronicities. While synchronicities can appear in countless forms, there are recurring types that often indicate twin flame alignment. 1. Repeating numbers. Seeing repeating numbers such as 1111, 222, 1212, or 333 is one of the most common synchronicities. Each sequence carries subtle guidance. 1111, alignment and manifestation. A sign your thoughts and intentions are in sync with your higher path. 222, balance, harmony, and confirmation that your twin flame connection is developing. 1212, growth, preparation, and spiritual awakening. The universe is nudging you forward. 333, support from higher realms. Encouragement to trust the journey. Example, you glance at the clock and see 1111 just as you think about your twin flame. Later, meaningful events occur that confirm your thoughts and feelings, reinforcing your energetic alignment. 2. Meaningful encounters. Synchronicities often manifest as seemingly random meetings or encounters that hold deep significance. Running into someone who provides guidance or clarity. Hearing a phrase or story that mirrors your current experiences or decisions. Meeting a person who triggers recognition, healing, or growth. Example, you randomly strike up a conversation with a stranger who mentions a lesson or insight that perfectly aligns with your current emotional or spiritual work. 3. Symbols and signs in nature. The universe often communicates through natural elements. Animals appearing repeatedly. Butterflies, doves, foxes, etc. Feathers, stones, or objects that seem placed to catch your attention. Weather patterns or colors that evoke specific emotions or memories. These signs often carry symbolic meaning, nudging you toward reflection, action, or reassurance. 4. Sudden insights and aha moments. Synchronicities can also appear as sudden mental clarity or intuitive guidance. A new idea or solution emerges unexpectedly. You receive a message or vision that feels divinely timed. Events converge to provide a perfect lesson or opportunity. Example, you have been struggling with emotional clarity and suddenly a conversation, book, or article provides an exact perspective you needed, aligning your energy for your twin flame journey. Why synchronicities intensify before union. As you approach twin flame union, synchronicities often increase in frequency and intensity. This is a sign that the universe is aligning circumstances, people, opportunities, and events are orchestrated to bring you closer to union. Your energy is in resonance. The more aligned your vibration is with your twin flame, the more the universe responds with confirmations and guidance. Preparation is complete. Synchronicities often act as checkpoints, signaling that you have completed necessary inner work and are ready for deeper connection. Practical tips to recognize and strengthen synchronicities. While synchronicities often appear spontaneously, you can cultivate awareness and interpretation skills to maximize their guidance. 1. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment. Synchronicities often appear in everyday situations, but are easy to overlook if your mind is preoccupied. Observe surroundings, conversations, and events with curiosity. Notice repeated patterns, numbers, or symbols. Reflect on how these occurrences relate to your emotions, thoughts, or intentions. 2. Keep a synchronicity journal. Writing down meaningful coincidences helps track patterns and identify spiritual guidance. Include dates, times, and circumstances of the synchronicity, emotional reactions and insights, any recurring themes or symbols. Over time, the journal reveals patterns that confirm alignment with your twin flame journey. 3. Ask for guidance. You can consciously invite synchronicities by asking for signs from the universe. Meditate or pray, requesting clarity, confirmation, or insight. Set intentions for guidance such as, show me the signs I need to recognize for my highest good and alignment with my twin flame. Remain open to unexpected forms of guidance. 4. Trust and interpret intuitively. Interpretation is personal. Trust your intuition when evaluating synchronicities. Ask yourself how a sign makes you feel. Reflect on connections to current life experiences or emotions. Avoid overthinking. Allow intuitive understanding to emerge naturally. 5. Embrace synchronicities as a learning tool. Every synchronicity carries a lesson or confirmation. Use them as opportunities to reflect on personal growth. Recognize alignment or misalignment. Take inspired action in your twin flame journey. Example: you notice repeated references to forgiveness in books, conversations, and media. Reflecting on this, you realize it mirrors your inner work, guiding you to release past resentment. Before union. Real-life example: a man noticed repeated encounters with a woman in different, seemingly unrelated contexts: a coffee shop, a bookstore, and an art gallery. Each encounter lasted only moments, but a sense of familiarity and recognition persisted. Eventually, he realized that these experiences were synchronistic nudges, encouraging him to explore spiritual alignment, heal past relationships, and prepare emotionally for union. When they finally connected intentionally, the prior synchronicities felt like breadcrumbs leading the way. Reflective pause. Ask yourself, have I noticed meaningful coincidences or repeated patterns in my life? How do these events relate to my twin flame journey, personal growth, or inner alignment? Am I paying attention to the subtle guidance of the universe? Reflect on your experiences and journal your insights. Every synchronicity is a message, a gentle reminder that life is orchestrating your path toward union. Synchronicities are the universe's gentle whispers, guiding you through the ordinary moments of life while preparing you for extraordinary connection. They confirm alignment, provide insight, and nurture trust in the journey. On the twin flame path, these signs become increasingly frequent, powerful, and unmistakable. By cultivating mindfulness, keeping a journal, trusting intuition, and embracing the lessons, you open yourself to the universe's subtle guidance, ensuring that your journey toward union is aligned, harmonious, and transformative. Remember, the universe communicates constantly if you are willing to notice. Every coincidence, repeated number, or meaningful encounter is a love letter from life itself, reminding you that your twin flame journey is supported, guided, and unfolding perfectly. As the twin flame journey progresses, the signs of union are no longer just external. They increasingly appear within your own heart, mind, and soul. Emotional readiness and inner peace are essential prerequisites for union. They signal that your soul is prepared to meet its mirror not just physically, but energetically and spiritually. Before your twin flame appears, or before a deeper stage of connection unfolds, your soul must undergo internal harmonization. This means healing old wounds, releasing limiting beliefs, and cultivating self-love and emotional maturity. Without this foundation, even the most intense external connection can be chaotic or unsustainable. Why inner peace matters. Union is not merely about meeting your twin flame or experiencing romantic closeness. True union is a soul-level alignment, where two individuals resonate harmoniously across emotional, mental, and spiritual planes. Inner peace matters because it sets the energetic foundation. Your emotional state shapes your vibrational frequency. A heart free of fear, attachment, or resentment resonates at a higher frequency, naturally attracting and sustaining union. It enables conscious engagement. Emotional readiness allows you to meet your twin flame with awareness and clarity, rather than projection or dependency. It prevents repeated cycles. Healing past wounds and releasing old patterns ensures that union is a space of growth, love, and mutual respect, rather than reenacting karmic loops or attachment dramas. Reflective question: are you entering relationships from a place of wholeness, or seeking someone to complete you? Signs you are emotionally ready for union. Recognizing emotional readiness is as important as noticing external signs of alignment. Here are common indicators. 1. You've released past trauma. Past emotional wounds, childhood conditioning, heartbreak, or betrayal can block union. Emotional readiness is signaled by forgiving yourself and others for past mistakes, feeling no lingering resentment or fear in response to old triggers, experiencing emotional freedom rather than reactivity. Example: you once felt abandoned by a past partner, but now you view that experience with compassion and understanding. This inner healing allows your heart to open fully to your twin flame. 2. You practice self-love and acceptance. Self-love is not vanity or ego. It is a recognition of your inherent worth. Signs include comfort with being alone and contentment with your own company, compassion for your flaws and patience with your growth, confidence in expressing your true self authentically. When you love and accept yourself, you naturally attract a connection that reflects this vibrational state. 3. You can navigate emotional triggers. Emotional readiness requires the ability to recognize your triggers without reacting impulsively, respond with reflection, empathy and understanding, communicate clearly and respectfully in challenging situations. This emotional mastery ensures that union is not derailed by reactive patterns, but strengthened through conscious connection. 4. You feel grounded and present. Inner peace manifests as groundedness, a sense of stability, even amidst external chaos. You may notice ability to remain calm in uncertainty, acceptance of life's ups and downs without panic or over-attachment, a sense of centeredness that permeates decisions, relationships, and daily life. Reflective question: can you enjoy the journey without fixating solely on the outcome of union? 5. You trust the timing of life. Emotional readiness includes surrender, trusting that life unfolds according to divine timing. Signs include patience in waiting for the right circumstances, comfort with uncertainty and faith in the journey, recognition that forcing connection or outcomes disrupts natural alignment. Trusting timing reduces anxiety and allows union to emerge organically. Practical steps to cultivate inner peace and readiness. While emotional growth is often a lifelong process, there are intentional practices that accelerate readiness for twin flame union. 1. Inner reflection and self-inquiry. Spend time exploring your emotional landscape. Ask yourself, what fears or wounds am I carrying into this connection? Examine recurring patterns in relationships or personal behavior. Reflect on how these patterns may affect your ability to meet a twin flame consciously. Journaling, meditation, or therapy can support this reflective process. 2. Energy and emotional clearing. Energetic cleansing removes residual blocks that interfere with resonance. Practice meditation, breathwork, or visualization to release emotional baggage. Engage in practices like Reiki, sound healing, or chakra balancing. Visualize your heart center opening and radiating peace, love, and acceptance. 3. Self-love rituals. Deliberate acts of self-love strengthen your vibration. Spend time in activities that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. Affirm your worth through daily declarations such as, I am whole, loved, and ready for union. Celebrate your accomplishments and personal growth without external validation. 4. Emotional regulation techniques. Learn to navigate triggers and emotional intensity. Practice mindfulness and pause before reacting. Use grounding techniques such as deep breathing, nature walks, or mindful movement. Acknowledge emotions without judgment, then release them consciously. 5. Visualization of harmonious union. Use visualization to prepare your energy for union. Imagine meeting your twin flame in a space of mutual respect, understanding, and love. Feel the harmony, joy, and acceptance in this interaction. Anchor these sensations in your body, imprinting vibrational readiness for real-life encounters. Real-life example. A woman spent years longing for connection while struggling with self-doubt and past heartbreak. She practiced daily meditation, journaling, and energy work to release fear and cultivate self-love. Over time, she noticed an inner calm replacing anxiety, a clarity replacing confusion, and a grounded confidence replacing dependency. When she eventually met her twin flame, the connection was harmonious, respectful, and deeply resonant. Her inner readiness allowed the union to flourish, free of old patterns or unnecessary tension. This story illustrates the power of internal preparation in creating a sustainable and conscious twin flame union. Reflective pause. Ask yourself, am I cultivating inner peace and emotional readiness for union? Which old patterns or fears still need to be released? Before I can meet my twin flame fully, how can I actively nurture self-love, presence, and emotional maturity in my daily life. Take a moment to breathe deeply, reflect, and connect with your heart. Inner peace is not a destination. It is a daily practice and conscious choice. Inner peace and emotional readiness are the cornerstones of twin flame union. They ensure that your meeting is not chaotic, reactive, or karmic, but harmonious, conscious, and transformative. By healing past wounds, cultivating self-love, mastering emotional responses, and trusting the timing of life, you create the energetic foundation for profound connection. Union is more than a physical meeting. It is a synchronization of energies, hearts, and souls. Preparing your heart ensures that when union occurs, it is sustainable, nurturing, and aligned with your highest self. Remember, the journey toward your twin flame is as much about preparing yourself internally as it is about meeting them externally. Every act of self-reflection, healing, and self-love brings you closer to union. By embracing this inner work, you honor both yourself and your twin flame, paving the way for a connection that is not only magical but enduring.